You do know what my best memory is, don't you?
No.
Come on, guess. If your memory's so good, you must remember it as well.
We got up to a lot of tricks in there, Hallie.
This one was special, Sam.
I'm listening.
It started off looking like another one of those useless, nothing-to-do afternoons. I'd already been down to Main Street looking for adventure, but nothing had happened. I didn't feel like climbing the trees in the Donkin Park, or pretending I was a private eye and following a stranger, so, as usual, see what's cooking in Sam's room. This time it was you on the floor. You had 2 thin pieces of wood, and you were smoothing them down with a knife. It didn't look particularly interesting, but when I asked you what you were doing, you just said, "Wait and see, Hallie, wait and see," in that secret sort of way of yours, so I knew there was something special coming. You teased me, you bugger, by being deliberately slow and not answering my questions, and whistling while you worked away. God, it was infuriating. I could have brained you. It was only when you tied them together in a cross and put that down on the brown paper that I realized what you were doing. Sam is making a kite? And when I asked you and you said yes, the sheer audacity of it took my breath away. I mean, seriously, what the hell does a black man know about flying a kite? I'll be honest with you, Sam, I had no hopes for it. If you think I was excited and happy, you got another guess coming. In fact, I was shit scared we were going to make fools of ourselves.
Yeah, I could see that.
I made it obvious, did I?
Yeah, you refused to carry it.
Do you blame me? Can you remember what the poor thing looked like? Tomato box wood and brown paper, flour and water for glue, 2 of my mother's old stockings for a tail, and all those bits and pieces of string you made me tie together so that we could fly it. Hell no, Sam! That was now only asking for a miracle to happen.
And then, next came the big argument, when I told you to hold on to the string and run with it when I let it go.
I was prepared to run all right, but straight back to the boarding house.
So, what happened?
Come on, you remember as well as I do.
I want to hear it from you.
You moved a little distance from me down the hill. You raised it up, ready to let it go. This is it, I thought. Like everything else in my life, here comes another fiasco. You shouted, "Go, Hallie!" And I started to run. I don't know how to describe it, Sam. Yeah, the miracle happened. I was running, waiting for it to crash to the ground. But instead, suddenly, there was something alive behind me at the end of the string, tugging at it as if it wanted to be free. I looked back. I still can't believe my eyes. It was flying, looping around and trying to climb even higher into the sky. You shouted to me to let it have more string. I did, until there was none left, and I was just holding that piece of wood we had tied it to. You came up and joined me then. You were laughing.
And so were you, and shouting. It works, Sam, it works. We've done it.
And we have! I was so proud of us. It was the most splendid thing I had ever seen. I wish there were hundreds of kids around to watch us. The part that scared me, though, was when you showed me how to make it dive down to the ground. Then, just when it was on the point of crashing, swoop up again.
Yes, you didn't want to try it yourself.
Of course not. I would have been suicidal if anything had happened to it. Watching you do it made me nervous enough. I was quite happy just to see it up there with its tail fluttering behind it. You left me after that, didn't you? You explained how to get it down. We tied it to the bench so that I could sit and watch it. And you just went away. I wanted you to stay, you know. I was a little frightened of having to look after it by myself.
I had work to do.
It was sort of sad bringing it down. And it looked sad again just lying there on the ground. Just tomato box wood, brown paper, and 2 of my mother's old stockings. But hell, I'll never forget that first moment I saw it up there. I had a stiff neck the next day from looking up so much. Why did you make that kite, Sam?
I can't remember.
Truly?
Too long ago, Hallie, too long ago.